Before Rome, before empires stretched across continents, there was a land of fragmented brilliance, ancient Greece, and at its heart, two city-states emerged. Polar opposites in philosophy, but equal in legacy. This is the story of Athens and Sparta, a tale of vision, power, and the eternal clash of ideals. The geography that shaped them. Greece was a land divided by mountains, scattered islands, and narrow coastal plains. Unity was a dream, independence the norm. In the southern Peloponnese, Sparta thrived in isolation. Surrounded by mountains and few trade routes, it grew inward, wary, hardened, and tightly controlled. To the northeast, Athens had access to the sea, a natural harbor open to trade, ideas, and foreign influence. Geography wasn't just destiny, it was identity. The Spartan machine life in Sparta was engineered for one purpose: survival through strength. At birth, newborns were inspected. The weak were discarded. At age 7, boys left home for military training, a brutal system known as the agog: discipline, obedience, endurance. These weren't values, they were law. Spartans didn't speak much, but when they did, they cut with brevity and bite. Women in Sparta, surprisingly free. They owned land and trained in athletics because strong mothers made strong warriors. The Athenian experiment. While Sparta armed itself, Athens dared to experiment. Early Athens was ruled by kings, then aristocrats, until revolution brought democracy. Under leaders like Solon and Cleisthenes, citizens gained power. They voted, they debated, they participated. It wasn't perfect. Women, slaves, and foreigners had no voice. But compared to the ancient world, it was revolutionary. The agora buzzed with energy. Politics, philosophy, commerce, and theater all collided in a civic symphony. Culture, innovation, and ideals, Sparta mastered the art of war. Athens mastered the art of everything else. Playwrights like Sophocles brought human emotion to the stage. Thinkers like Socrates and Plato challenged the gods and asked, "What is justice?" Architects raised temples that still inspire awe. Sparta didn't write books or build monuments, but their silence speaks volumes. They lived for duty, not legacy. Two city-states, two cultures, both unforgettable. Allies turned enemies. During the Persian invasion, Athens and Sparta stood together. At Thermopylae, 300 Spartans held the line. At Salamis, Athenian ships turned the tide. United, they saved Greece. But peace is fragile. Athens grew rich and powerful, too powerful for Sparta's liking. Tensions rose. Accusations flew. The Peloponnesian War erupted. 27 years of siege, betrayal, and devastation. In the end, Sparta won, but Greece lost. The war left both city-states weakened, vulnerable to the rise of Macedon and the shadow of empire. Reflection and insight. Athens and Sparta weren't just rivals. They were mirror images of human potential. One prized freedom, the other discipline. One inspired minds, the other forged bodies. Their clash wasn't just political, it was philosophical. And their legacy? It still lives in every debate about liberty and security, democracy and order. So now we ask you, history lover, if you lived in ancient Greece, would you choose the sword or the scroll?